Hello to all my viewers and subscribers, welcome to my first tutorial video. So in this video I'll be showing you what clipping is and why you should avoid it and how to stop it. So it's just an overview. This project is just a song I've recorded with my guitar. Got a new 7 string, but no one cares about that. So what do I mean by clipping? Or just the warning to headphone users, this might come out quite loud, but what clipping is just where you push a speaker beyond its limit, and when you do that you will hear a bit of distortion and you can also break the speaker. Now it's a thing I've heard a lot on SoundCloud where people make the songs so loud, so if you're someone that doesn't know that, don't worry, this video is for you. So, to start with, this is what a song sounds like when it clips. I've kind of mixed everything, but turn everything up. It's going to be quite loud, just to warn you. So that's what clipping is. It's basically where up here, or if you're on a different door, it'll be shown in a different place. But up here, if you're an FL Studio user, it will go up to red at the end. That means that it's clipping, and you need to do something about it. So if that was too loud for some of you, sorry. It's just showing you what clipping is. Right. Show you loud max in a minute. You have to use loud max in a minute. Just make sure everything's been brought down to its correct level. There we go. Anyway, so why do we avoid clipping? It's because it breaks speakers, basically. It can also deafen some people if you have it loud enough. And it's just something we do as producers. Now, the methods I'm going to show you might not be for everyone. So what I mean by that is it might not work for everybody, because certain songs require different production techniques, and also some of you might be too advanced for some of you if you're someone starting out. So I'll just change that to master because I accidentally recorded into that when I recorded the guitars. So now for people starting out, I would suggest using this plugin called LoudMax. It's free download. I'll put the link to it in the description. So this plugin technically works like a compressor. I don't know why you can't resize it. It's tiny. But yeah, so it kind of works like a compressor. So you have your threshold up here and your output volume up here. So if you don't know what these two are, the threshold is how far you're moving the fader back. But it's not, you can also use this as a limiter. It's not solely a compressor. Then the output's just sound coming out of it, or how loud you want it to be. So I've got it set at this. Now as you can probably hear, that sounds a lot better. Now for people who aren't quite familiar with the overall, like what the master is, what these are, just anything, any of this, don't worry, there'll be a separate video on that. Just turn that fader down. So this is technically what you can do, but there's more advanced techniques for people who are doing an exam and stuff. So what this is, here, this is a limiter. There's one wrong. Basically what limiters do are, they work similarly to LoudMax, but they're more designed to keep things below the ceiling. So this, what I mean by the ceiling is the loud volume. I'll pause there. So this here, where I'm hovering my mouse on, this is the ceiling. And how you can set that in any way you want, so that you set it here if you're on frutiy limiter. Limiters, if you're on a Logic user, you can't set the ceiling. I don't know if it's changed since I've used it, so I don't know if you can do that, set it like that or not. But Yeah, so the ceiling's just the master gain, so how loud it's going to be or how loud you want it. Now, this saturation, I have no idea what that does. It doesn't make much of a difference. This gain is just how loud you want it. Or if you, but don't put it above the ceiling because it will break it. So, show you how that sounds like. I'm showing you the same part, but I'll show you a different part in a second. Turn that off because it'll make it really loud. So there's the limiter. Now there's a compressor. Now for those of you starting out with music, wouldn't worry so much about getting this right. Just familiarise yourself with it, experiment with it. So you already know what the threshold is, but for those who can't remember, the threshold is how far you're pulling the fader back. So say I wanted it back like 6 minus 16.2 decibels, it would pull the fader back that way. So basically what a compressor is, I forgot to mention. What a compressor is, it's just a fader, which is one of these. And what it does, it moves really fast up and down. And it's used a lot on drums, some vocals, sometimes guitar, maybe bass. I don't always use them, but when I do use them, it's just for mixing. But go over mixing with you in a separate video. So I'll tell you what all these are. So the ratio, that is how much you want the fader to move. You want it. Attack is just how much you want it to go in there and how tense you want the compression. So the attack is just basically how tense you want it. Release is just how fast or slow you want the fader to go down. And the type of compression, it's just presets really. It's not much to it. And you've got presets up here as well, but I don't use those because that's kind of cheating. And the different productions require different techniques. So this is what that would sound like with a compressor on it. You just find a part of the song that's different to the other one. Yeah, that's what a compressor sounds like. There are other ways you can do this, like using frutiy overdrive, although it's more distorts the hell out of your track. So